Hey, I just wanted to show off how stupidly intense my previous rocket became. The first was the MK1 or MK2, and it eventually developed into this thing that has just way too many solid boosters. But either way, let's see how fast it'll go. So first thing I remember is it goes so ridiculously fast with the solid boosters that I leave the regular liquid fuel engines off until these guys are running low and when she's running crooked. So hopefully I can get this thing to go at a nice angle. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to stabilize it at like 90 degrees, which is a nice heading to get an orbit. And wow. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 main stage rocket. And I built it as a heavy lifter to get to hopefully the other planets once the developers add that to the game. So I'm just going to hang on tight and we'll see how quickly I can get into orbit. Looks like these external tanks are done, so I'm going to let those go. And at this point, I just have these external boosters going, and since I'm above 10 kilometers, I'm going to kick on the main rocket on the inside there, and we'll see just how fast I can go. So now it's engaged. You can see my acceleration has increased. My surface speed is really fast now. So I'm going to let it go at this angle for a while to get some more altitude on my apoapsis here. I'm always checking my fuel to make sure I'm not burning too quickly because I want to conserve, I think it's the second tank in there. Or maybe it's these tanks, but I want to conserve these tanks for some maneuvers once I have a nice orbit. And since I'm coming up on 100 kilometers on my altitude, I'm on my apoapsis, I'm going to bring it down so I'm headed towards the horizon. I want to get this guy going real fast. Okay. We'll just hang out, wait for my brave Herbert Kerbin to reach an altitude close to the apoapsis. Then we'll start another burn and see if we can't get him. I don't know what a good goal is here. Do I want to land on the moon? Let's see how far out into space I can get him with this heavy lifter, since that's what I said this is for. It's a heavy lifting spacecraft. I'm gonna turn off my SAS and speed up here so I'm closer to the apoapsis. And slow down. And bring it in for a nice burn right along the horizon. You can see that that orbit growing real fast now because I still got that main engine going. I think it's going to kick out soon. Yeah, it just kicked out. And so I've got these other fuel tanks. I'm going to slow my burn here so I can check. Alright. I think I may need to refine this rocket. I'm going to be off of this main stage here soon. Ah, what the heck. See how fast I can get this going. So now I am at a nice orbit. I'm over 100 kilometers from the planet on both my apoapsis and periapsis. So this spacecraft will just float along indefinitely for forever, pretty much. So I'm gonna leave a lot of space junk here, but I'm gonna let go of that and see how fast I can get this next stage to go. I think this stage will get me way outbounds of the moon and the minimus now on my apoapsis. I've got a lot of fuel in here. It'll burn pretty efficiently. I've got two smaller engines here. I intend to use these to land on the Mun, but since this experiment is just to see how crazy I can go, I'm not going to worry about my fuel. Typically this first tank should get me really close to landing on the Mun. Well, at least within lunar orbit. And I've got all sorts of crazy legs on this. Let's see how they deploy. Got a lot of stability, so I can land this nicely on the Mun since it's a huge rocket. The more legs, the better. And, well, there it goes. My apoapsis is shooting off way past Minimus, and now I am orbiting the sun. We'll see if I can't. I don't know, I've never crashed into the freaking sun. Let's see if I can do it. How much fuel do I have left? So I'm still burning on that middle stack. And I'm just going to kick it up as fast as I can go. I think technically I am on a... Yeah, it still thinks I'm orbiting Kerbin like this. Oh no, I'm going to exit right there. And this sucker is still burning. The main inner tank is off now, so I'm just on these lower impulse engines. But they'll do. I'm going to just do a prograde burn here. This will, I think, be the most efficient burn. So my periapsis, this should get me to a Venus-like planet if it exists. Well, when it exists. Yeah, it's still going in. I don't know if I can get this to go fast enough or not. we'll just hang out and watch and see how fast I can make this ship go. I don't know if I can't accelerate this process here. So at this point I know that my heavy lifter should be able to leave Kerbin orbit and enter its own orbit around the sun, and hopefully intersect with whatever planet they have orbiting in here in a future release. So at that, I think I'm gonna stop this video and call it a mission success. It was a successful experiment. Thanks for watching.